We're joined this morning by Marco Pintus from the Italian trade agency, Chef Luca Toni from, is it Asagi? Okay, completely wrong. Asagi restaurant, and Wayne Buckley-Koch from Blue Magnolia Sapphire. Gentlemen, welcome. Thank you for bringing all of this. That's the only reason we invited you, okay? So that you bring food and wine. Now, we want to hear all about it. We want to hear all about this. Let's start with you, Marco. Let's talk about this festival that's on at the moment. What are you showcasing? What's happening there? What is there for me if I come?
Well, there are 21 new companies, as you said, that are coming to South Africa for the first time, and they're bringing 143 new labels that have never been tasted here. So I think this is very interesting, and I think it offers a unique opportunity. And we also have, frankly speaking, 3 local importers who are also offering a great variety of wines from across the country. So I think this is a great opportunity for South African visitors, wine lovers, but also general public to come and taste Italian wines with a very good picture of Italian wines, because we have wines from 11 different regions located in the north, center and south of the country. I won't name them all because it would take too much time, I guess. Yeah. But anyway, so I think it's interesting. You can also have a glimpse into Italian wine culture, because you have the winemakers themselves who sit on the stands, who can talk to the people and explain how Italian wine is made and why it is so interesting and diverse.
Well, Wayne can tell us more about the wine itself. Wayne, I mean, we're wine country too. I mean, South African wine is much sought after, very popular. A lot of people drink local. Why would we be interested in Italian wine?
Well, you know, if I look at the South African market a few years back, and I've been saying the trends that we've had over the last while, South Africans used to be very conservative in terms of their wine choices back in probably 10 years ago. But things have changed quite dramatically, and South Africans have become a lot more curious, and they're looking for something new, something exciting, and I think that's where, you know, the wines of Italy step in quite nicely. It's varietals that you don't necessarily find every day in South Africa, and if you look at the wines that we do from Blue Magnolia Sapphire, for instance, we do 3 different brands, all from Tuscany. Which is a beautiful region in Italy.
It's my dream destination, but anyway,
knows Tuscany.
Everyone wants to know Tuscany.
And you know, if you look at these wines, there's a sort of common theme, and Sangiovese is one of those. That's a grape that you find in Italy.
Okay, only in Italy.
Well, mostly in Tuscany.
Okay.
And it's an absolutely beautiful grape, and it works even more amazingly with food. And I think that's one of the sort of factors that South Africans would love to explore and find out more about.
Well, you brought us some glasses and some bottles.
I did, yes.
But we will get to that just now, and the tasting of this. But I want to go back to Marco and ask him, how different is it, how we deal, how we treat, how we view our wines in South Africa, and how you do that in Italy?
Well, South African wines are certainly very good. South Africa is one of the world's biggest producers of wine, for sure. So we're not teaching South Africans how to taste good wines, of course.
You're just comparing?
Yes, I think South African wines are very good, but I think Italy is unique in that it has 408 wine appellations that are very specific to very small geographical areas that are considered to be unique in terms of climate and soil characteristics. So in other words, the best Italian wines cannot be replicated anywhere in the world. And I think this is the great thing about Italian wine. It's diversity and it's variety. It's great, incredible variety. You agree, Chef?
Hey? You agree? Yes. So tell us about what you've brought and how you view wine and food, and especially Italian food.
For Italian
how to get the best out of both things.
Now is a simple food. Here you have cold meat Italian, Parma ham, coppa di Parma, salame Montanaro, salame Milano, mortadella Bologna.
It's all very healthy looking, I must say. Yeah.
And you have bocconcini, mozzarella di bufala in caprese.
Nice.
Simple, with one small reduction balsamic.
Yum.
And it's important extra virgin olive oil. I use only Italian product. It's a beautiful snack, food, dinner, everything, with a beautiful glass wine.
So what kind of wine would you, I mean, we've got reds here.
Yeah.
What kind of wine would you have with what you've
I love Sangiovese. Honestly talking, Sangiovese is more the wine in Tuscany, is grape is Sangiovese, but Sangiovese is coming from my country. It's Emilia-Romagna. Romagna, honestly, around Bertinore and everything is born the Sangiovese. and is 100%. In Tuscany is cut everything, wherever you have in Chianti or base wine, you have more is Sangiovese inside. It's beautiful. Wine, food is one for me the more beautiful life. Joy and
Life
everything.
is always better after a glass of wine, isn't it? During, after, and the second glass as well.
I like cook, I like it, and I like my wine.
Yeah, during the cooking also, the wine makes it a tastier dish.
For me and everything.
I want to ask you, because when I traveled to Italy, I think it was almost 20 years ago, and when we got there, it was very surprising to see how Italians view Italian food and how we perceive it here in South Africa, because it's less complicated in Italy. It's much simpler. We seem to have chucked everything into like a pasta and a pizza, but it's very different.
No, my restaurant is very simple restaurant. I'm very traditional.
Where's your restaurant?
Is here in Post Office Ilovo.
Okay.
And the name is Assaggi. It's very simple. I like the food for my grandmother. Simple dish, homemade pasta. I don't like mix too much product and everything. Whatever you prep, you look for test everything. You test pasta, you test salt, you test whatever you put inside. It's very important. With the beautiful glass wine is very nice and everything. And
so
important.
At your restaurant,
you mix everything too much, you cover every test and everything.
So are these the wines you keep in your restaurant? A lot of them?
Like,
the ones you mentioned, mostly. Okay.
The problem, I like drink too much wine. It's a tasty
and then
wine.
The cooking goes out the window. Okay, no. All right, Wayne, take us through what you've bought. I mean, and also tasting wine. And how to know and how to make a good choice, I suppose.
Yeah, I think, you know, people get a little bit too complicated when it comes to tasting wine. I think they're quite petrified at the same time.
Yeah. I
think with wine it's quite simple. Do you like it or do you not like it? Yeah. And you know, with a lot of the Italian wines out there, they appeal a lot to the, especially the Tuscan wines, appeal to the guy or the girl that hasn't really sort of tried wines before, because they're nice and light. They're not too big and bold, but at the same time full of flavor and beautiful wines. So what I've brought you today, we've got the three different brands. We're going to be tasting the Soterio, which is by Porto Novo a Palazzone, which is by the Bulgari family. It's called Soterio because Soterio was the founding grandfather of the Bulgari dynasty.
Oh, the Bulgaris.
Yes, as in the jewelry and the perfumes that we all love. So basically Giovanni sort of he decided that he was going to go into the wine industry. So this is his own personal project.
Okay. So help us get through this. And I haven't had breakfast yet, just so you know. So I don't know
fine,
what
this makes for
Do I have to spit this out, guys?
It's not supposed to be
Do I have to
swallowed.
spit it? Oh, no. Well, okay. Well, they say I don't.
Well, as we said, this is nice breakfast wine.
This is okay. Breakfast wine.
Yeah.
Breakfast wine. Okay, so that's the one you've just told us about.
Yes.
Okay,
so Soterio, all of these wines that we've got here, they're all Sangiovese based. You'll see also Brunello, which is another word for Sangiovese, but we're going to focus on the Soterio.
Yeah, there's a glass for you.
So 100% Sangiovese, and when we take a bit of a smell of the wine,
smells tasty.
Smells tasty.
Yeah.
Can you smell a bit of cherries?
Gosh.
And a little bit of cedarwood, almost cigar box.
It smells nice, but I'll believe what you say.
Yeah,
if I have to look for it, if I have to not have it, then you can. I wouldn't know otherwise.
I think that one of the nice things with these, you know, with all those sort of beautiful aromas and flavors that you get out of these wines, with places like Tuscany or in Italy, each region is very specific to the wines of the region too. Yeah. So, for instance, in Tuscany, lots of tomatoes, lots of tomato-based dishes.
Okay.
And with these wines, just work perfectly together.
Okay.
Where a lot of red wines wouldn't work necessarily particularly well with tomato, we always find it Sangiovese.
So this would be good with a curry.
Well, wouldn't go as far as curry. You're trying to trick me
there. There's a good Italian wine for any kind of food.
Yeah, we'll find one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, what else are we doing here now?
So we do a little bit of a swirl, and then we take a bit of a sip, I suppose.
Okay. That is nice, and it's not an assault on your palate.
Exactly.
It isn't, and there's
It doesn't have to be.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be.
And that's the beauty of Italian wines. There, as I said, it's not going to offend anyone. The quality is always really good. The Italians have a lot of passion when it comes to wine.
And light. I don't know if I've got it wrong.
Yeah.
But it's very light.
Sangiovese is a nice, light and fresh. Yeah.
I don't know if I can carry on with the show. Let's see.
Yeah, I think we're all done for the day.
Okay, so highlights for, I mean, are we going to see any, other than Chef here, who's a celebrity chef, are we going to see any others at the
Yes,
festival?
there are other chefs and restaurateurs who will be there for the food and wine pairing every day. I think 6 or 7 of them in over the 3 days.
And Chef, are you're going to be
Yes.
part of all 3 days?
No, only Saturday I'm busy.
Oh, it's busy. Of course it's busy. There's lots of wine to be drunk. and lots of
I have little time and I go Saturday around 3:30
Yeah.
to 4 ceremony.
What is your favorite dish? And also cooking with wine, I want to know very quickly. Because I heard a bolognese should be on that stove for like 2 days or something, like a bolognese sauce. That's when it's ready.
No,
But there's red
Don't,
wine
don't
in
use
that,
this
right?
kind of wine for cooking.
Not
It's
the
wasted.
Get the 40 Rand bottle. That's one.
No,
Please don't use
I
this
look honestly not cheap wine. You look nice wine, nice balance and everything. I like bolognese and yeah, you cook for long. Because normal bolognese you cook for 4 hours.
4 hours, okay.
And it's very nice. You live and you eat tomorrow, and you have every taste, flavor, everything.
That's why
you eat
Italians are
straight
so
away
happy.
is strong and not open everything, the smell and the taste for the meat, everything.
Okay, so it's good to have a glass of wine before you start.
Yeah.
Okay, see, I've been
It's
saying
very
that for
important.
years. Saying it for years. All right. And then, Wayne, I think just also for those South African sort of wine producers who are out there going, but, you know, now you've created a problem for us. Now you're promoting the Italian wines. I think just to balance it out for us and to say, you know, try things from different parts of the world because, you know, the little surprises that come out of the rest of the world, I
Yeah,
suppose.
you know,
We are also buying South African wine in Italy, so it's
yeah. I think diversity
balanced.
is just, like you said, a balance and diversity in terms of what's out there. Understanding what the rest of the world offers compared to what South Africa has. A lot of South Africans will sort of knock down their own product, but it's good to have an idea of what the world is offering. To also see that South Africa is a world-class wine-producing country.
Okay.
You know, together with Italy and the rest of the big players out there.
All right. Well, thanks very much, gentlemen, for your time. Enjoy the festival.
for
Have
having
fun.
me.
I
Thank
might
you.
see you there. Thank you very much, Marco Pintus, an Italian trade agency chef, Luca Toni from Asagi Restaurant, and Wayne Buckley-Koch from Blue Magnolia Sapphire.